Alright, so let's prove this identity. We have sine raised to the power 6 plus cos raised to the power 6 is equals to 1 minus 3 over 4 sine square 2 theta. So what I'm going to do is this. First of all, we are working with the left-hand side. And on this left-hand side, I can rewrite this as sine square theta raised to the power 3 plus cos square theta raised to the power 3, like this. Remember, 2 times 3 is still the same 6. Then the concept I want to introduce here is the sum of 2 cubes. So if you have 2 cubes, for example, a cubed and b cubed, this gives you the expression a plus b multiplied by a squared minus ab plus b squared. So in this case, let's replace a with sine square. Let's replace b with cos square. So this will be equals to sine square plus cos square. That's the first bracket. Then we have a squared, that is sine squared minus ab. ab is sine square times cos square. Then plus b squared. b squared, that is, b, remember, is cos square squared. So if you want to understand it better, just know that I'm replacing a with sine squared and I'm replacing b with cos squared. That's why you have all the squares there. Alright, so now this is what we have using the concept of sum of 2 cubes. Now let's rewrite it. So that expression implies that in the first bracket, sine square cos square, that's just a 1. In the second bracket, we have sine, let me just write it as it is. So I have sine square, then this one has a square. For the middle part, this part here, I'll write it as sine theta cos theta, and everything is squared because both of them have a square. And on the far end there, I have cos square squared, like this. Let me use square brackets. Okay. So now let's use something that we know. We know the identity sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. This identity we know. So from this identity, I can make sine square the subject of the formula. But the problem is we have other squares on the outside bracket, so this won't work. So instead, this is what I'm going to do. Let's rearrange them inside the square root there, inside the brackets. So we can say the rearrangement will look like this. We have the sine square theta, this is squared. We have the cos squared theta, this is squared, minus sine theta cos theta, this is squared. So what I can do here is, for these two squares, I can apply the concept of the sum of squares. Now, let me show you how to get the expression for the sum of squares. So suppose you have a squared plus b squared. How can I get an expression for this? So you start with a plus b squared is equals to a plus b times a plus b. So a plus b squared is equals to a times a is a squared, a times b is ab, b times a is ab, and b times b is b squared. So this is a plus b squared. This is equals to, get the a squared, get the b squared, and then put the ab together, so that will give us 2ab, like that. Then, since we're looking for this expression, push the 2ab to the other side. So you have a plus b squared minus 2ab. And the only thing you remain with on the right hand side is a squared plus b squared, like that. So if that's the case, now let's go back to what we have here. So I need to use this identity here, which is a squared plus b squared. This is a plus b squared minus 2ab. Now, a squared is the same as sine square x squared. So a is sine x, while b is cos x. So a plus b, I'll do it like this. A is sine, b is cos. Then I have to square this, minus 2ab. So minus 2. A is sine, b is cos. So I've used that particular concept like we've just mentioned. Now, if that's the case, let's include the final part, which is, this is a square as well. The final part is a sine theta cos theta. And then all this is squared. Okay, we're almost there. So the first bracket that we have here, so this implies that the first square bracket here, this is just 1 squared. Simply because we have sine square plus cos square, so that's just a 1. So we'll say 1 minus, so for this bracket here, I'll rewrite it as 2, open bracket, sine theta cos theta squared minus sine theta cos theta squared, like that. Okay, allow me to clear my screen. So this is what we have now. Now, how does this simplify to the expression that is required? So we need the double angle identity for sine. Now, the double angle identity for sine looks like this. It's supposed to be sine 2 theta is equals to 2 sine theta cos theta. These two are like terms. So first of all, put them together. 1 squared is 1 minus, these two are like terms, so this will give us 3 sine theta cos theta. Now, we need a 2 for this identity to work. So for us to introduce a 2, we have to say 1 minus 3, open bracket, half, let's say half, like this, times 2. Remember, half times 2 is still 1. So we have the cos. Let's start with the sine. So half times 2 is 1. Then we have the sine theta. We have the cos theta. And we still have the square. So the reason why I've introduced that half is so that I can have the expression, this one here, sine, 2 sine cos, and that will give us the double angle identity. So now, applying this identity that we have right here, this now becomes 1 minus 1 over 2. There's a 3 here. This identity applied, just remove this. This identity applied gives us sine 2 theta, like that. Then there's a square. So let's square everything inside that bracket. So we'll have 1 minus 3. Now, since there's a square, half squared will be 1 squared is 1. 2 squared is 4. Then that is sine square as well, 2 theta. So final expression, 1 minus 3 over 4, sine square 2 theta. As shown.